It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I learned from you. You'll be with me, like a handprint on my heart. And now, whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Wicked. You think it'll be easy, writing a graduation speech. You think the words will just somehow flow magically onto the paper and it will sound amazing and beautiful and heartbreaking. But it's not easy. It's not anywhere close to easy. Because how could saying goodbye to some of the closest friends I have ever be easy? But my classmates are not just my friends. They are my siblings, my inspirations, my heroes, my favorite people in the world, my Omegans, and my family. I'm still not sure exactly when it was, but somewhere down the line, I realized Omega was a family. Susan and Jason were the parents, and we were their bunch of rowdy kids who'd sometimes mess up and make mistakes, and they'd help us, because that's what families do. They love each other no matter what, and that's what makes them a family. I remember 3 years ago, when I first came to Rainbow, I knew this little girl named Nina, and every time I would talk to her, whenever it was time for me to go, she wouldn't let me say goodbye. She made me say, "See you later." Looking back, she had a point that I will now carry with me and hold close on this graduation. Friends don't ever really say goodbye. They just say, "See you later." There's a quote from Peter Pan: "Never say goodbye, because saying goodbye means going away, and going away means forgetting." And if there's one thing that I'm sure of right now, it's that I don't want to forget all of the times Rainbow has made me laugh, made me cry, made me smile, and mostly made me hope. There are countless moments that I share with all of you. Priceless moments. People, words, places, all frozen in an instant. A clipping of a memory. Memories that I could never imagine forgetting. Memories that I'm sure I'll remember my whole life. I always want to remember every second of my time here at Rainbow. So today, I'm not going to say goodbye to my friends or my teachers or to any of you, because families never truly say goodbye. It's funny. Some of the people who have been here all their lives tell me that at least I haven't been here for as long as they have, so I'll have less to miss. But the thing is, my life didn't fully begin until Rainbow came into it. My entire life, I've learned, don't get too attached. Because I was homeschooled, I learned quickly that everything was temporary. When I came to Rainbow in 6th grade, I was determined to not get attached to it. I started off the year, and I was trying so hard to not get attached to all of these wonderful kids who really cared about each other. Trying to not get attached to all these teachers who always did what was best for their students. Trying to get attached to this school that was more than a school. It was a community. By the end of 6th grade, I realized that I'd failed. I was attached. In 7th grade, I denied the fact that one day I wouldn't be going to school at Rainbow. I denied it because thinking about it hurt too much. In 8th grade, I realized that no matter how much it hurt to think about, it was true. And then I realized one more thing. If I blocked myself out and didn't get too attached to anything, then yes, it wouldn't hurt when I left, but it wouldn't feel like everything was right with the world when I was here. So I decided to just love this school with everything I have. And I know that that means I'll miss it with everything I have when I leave, but I don't care, because I love this school. I love this school, and I will never stop loving this school. And I know it's going to hurt when I leave. It's going to hurt because it mattered. In the end, there's not a second of my time here at Rainbow that I regret, except for those moments in which I was too afraid to take full advantage of the wonder in front of me. For so long, I thought that I'd be doing this alone. Just me, all by myself, going to high school. But I'm not alone, and I'm not going to be. My classmates, my family, are hand in hand with me as we take this jump, together. And I know that there's no way for me to know for sure that we'll be with each other through it all, but we've made it this far, and sometimes you just have to trust. So even though there are some of you who I may never meet again, know that you have shaped me into the person that I am now, and you will not be forgotten. This much I promise you. Your voices and words echo in my ears as I begin my journey. By myself, but not alone. In my eyes, a reflection of every glowing smile of yours that I've been graced with. The strange little quirks of each of you embedded in my skin as deeply as the blood that flows there. Memories and laughter stuffed deep inside my pockets like weapons. And they are, aren't they? For what better way to combat fear than to remember that for at least one moment, one shining moment, you were loved unconditionally. My name is Teagan Hill, and tonight I graduate. See you later.